G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're back working on the GQ, getting it ready for Moreton Island. Now we're just going to go over a bunch of things maintenance wise, get it ready, and hopefully nothing breaks on the tracks. So let's get started, and we're going to start by tightening the wheel bearings, and hopefully they're all good. I am bringing a spare set of wheel bearings for this trip because I haven't actually done them. So we're going to do that and then see how we go.
White guy. You know it's kinda hard just to get along today. Our subject isn't cool, but he fakes it anyway. He may not have a clue and he may not have style, but everything he lacks, well, he makes up in denial. So don't debate, play us straight. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. Gotta play that feel and keep it real. For you no way, for you no way. So if you don't break, just overcompensate. At least you know you can always go on Ricky Lake. The world needs one of these. Hey, hey, do that brand new thing.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly.
Tighten it up. Ah, you fuck. Back it off a bit. Give it a nip up. Just like that. Make sure it drives. Spins fine. No more play. Like I bloody bought one.
He needs some cool tunes, not just any will suffice. But they didn't have ice cubes, so he bought vanilla ice. Now cruising in his Pinto, he sees homies as he passed. But if he looks twice, they're gonna kick his lily ass. So don't debate, play us straight. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. Gotta play that feel and keep it real. For you no way, for you no way. So if you don't break, just overcompensate. At least you know you can always go on regulate. The world loves wannabes. Hey, hey, do that brand new thing. Yeah. Now he's getting a tattoo, yeah, he's getting ink done. He asked for a 13, but they drew a 31.
Alrighty, so it's the next day now. As you can see, it is raining. Not the best, which is going to make Moreton fun in a couple of weeks because there's already water everywhere. So the water's going to be deep, but that's alright. But we still got to do a few things before Moreton. So what I've done off camera is I have greased up all the uni joints, done all that. You would have just seen that I'd finished tightening the wheel bearing. I went out and bought a heap of spare parts today so we can get all that as spares, so if anything goes wrong, hopefully we'll be able to fix this. But I am going to put a thermostat in here now because it's running a little bit hotter than I want it to on the highway. It sits about 85-90 degrees, which I don't really want it to sit at, so I've got a 77 degree thermostat, and we're going to slap this sucker in, and hopefully that fixes the high temperatures, because if it's sitting on 90 on the highway, I don't know what it's going to sit on sand, and we got 10 days on the sand, so we're going to change it and hopefully that fixes it. If not, we're just going to see how it goes on the sand. Alright, so thermostat on patrol is TD42 anyway, is very, very easy. It's literally just at the top here. You got the 3 bolts, that should pop off, and you basically just replace the thermostat. You are going to lose a bit of coolant doing this, but I've got spare coolant to go in. I've got a new gasket to go in as well. It's not leaking, but I thought, well, it's off, I may as well change it. So let's do that. Starting the rain. It's very empty. So as you can see by the condition of that, it's not very healthy. scrape all that off, but there is the thermostat. Not very healthy at all. So I got the new one from Retco, Daco parts. This is a 77 degree one, so I'll open up at 77. And this one I'm fairly sure is an 88. 82. This one's at 82 degrees. So this one's definitely gonna keep it cooler. So we're gonna put this one in. Then we got the gasket to go on. And then we can drop this sucker back on, really. Just slightly on there. Make sure it's all flat and down so none of that coolant can get out. And just like that, the thermostat is changed with a new gasket. Okay, so I've taken it for a drive now, and it seems to be heaps cooler than it was. So very stoked about that, because it means I've got a less likely chance of overheating on the sand when I'm at Morden. When I hit the highway, it was usually sitting about 90 degrees constantly at 100 k's an hour. Down the highway, flat road, up hills, it just sit at 90. It'd go up a little bit more than 90 when I went up hills and stuff. But now I just took it for a drive on the highway then, and the hottest it got was 83 degrees, and I'm stoked by that. Around town, it would sit around between 80 to 85. It's sitting at about 77 now, so which is great. That's when the thermostat opens. So I'm happy with the cooling system at the moment. It'll do for Morden. That's another tick off the list. Alrighty, so I'm now undercover because I'm sick of getting wet, so out of the rain. And I'm just going to run you through what I'm going to bring on my spare parts box for this trip. So to start off with, we just got your general oil, 15W50. That's what I run in the engine. I have diff oil, not that I really need it for this trip. It should be fine. That's more for just good to keep in your spares box. Next up, we have a fuel filter, Rocco fuel filter. Mainly because I bought it and I just couldn't be bothered to sort of change it, so I'm just going to keep it in my spares, and I will change it eventually. But yeah, next on the list we got belts. We just got all your drive belts, your aircon belts, your power steering belts, all that there ready to go just in case I spit a belt, because without belts you can't drive the car basically, so that's very important to keep in your kit. And as you would have seen at the start of this video, the wheel bearings weren't done. They're tight now, they're all good, they'll do for the trip, but just in case, I have a spare swivel hub and wheel bearing rebuild kit. That's just from online auto parts, that'll get me by if anything does happen out in the bush. Next up we have the radiator hoses. We got two, your upper and lower, plus your hose clamps in case that decides it doesn't want to work anymore. Next on your list is not really a spare, but I think it's good to have, especially if you got a big 12 volt system and you're running heaps of accessories. A box of fuses, all sorts of fuses. You got your 15 amp, 10 amp, 5 amp, 20 amp, whatever sort of thing you need. That was just a general box that I got from Repco. Next on the list, I got my Repco red coolant. This is what I'm running in the Patrol at the moment, just because, well, it's a Patrol. It overheats sometimes on sand, so we'll see how it goes. But we shouldn't hopefully need it now that we put that thermostat in there. It should be sweet and a-okay. Just a bit of brake fluid and clutch fluid, your .3 brake fluid. That just, in case it runs low, it leaks, you might need to top it up. You never know. And then next up is just power steering fluid. That's basically all I'm going to be taking for spares on this trip. Probably should get an air filter. Don't have one yet. Might not bring it. It's only a beach trip. It should be alright. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn those bell notifications on so you don't miss a video, and don't miss the Morden trip because it's going to be an absolute cracker, and I am so excited. We got, what, basically a week now. Tomorrow is Friday, and we leave on next week Friday, so a week to go, and everyone is super keen. I'm going to make it a 2-part series. We're going for 10 days. And I can't wait. So make sure you subscribe for that. I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.